What up? See how many people get signed on here. See if we get anybody. We're waiting on Captain Dick. He's coming. What up, Sharush? I can hear him up there talking. He's like, we're going live. Bad timing. Why? Why is it bad timing? Oh well. I can't keep up when he goes live out of nowhere. It is what it is. What up, Sarah? We're just waiting for Captain Dick to come downstairs. You can hear him arguing upstairs. You guys hear him? Bep, 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 bep. Well, I guess. What do you guys want to do tonight? I don't know what he has to say. He just said, let's go live. I got something to say. Yeah, I kind of am. Well, this last week I've gone live a lot, I admit. But in the future, it won't be like that. Yeah, and you know, that's why we call him Squirrel, right? Like, Squirrel, you know, and his whole attention just shifts to the, something completely different. That's okay. Me ordered any new tools? I was looking at a few today. I think I'm going to get the Milwaukee new die grinder. They got a deal on it right now. I'm even looking at that Milwaukee belt sander, because you get that for free if you buy the battery pack. So those are a couple of things. I'm still eyeing up the Metabo T power battery, just waiting for it to go on sale again. I refuse to pay $220 for it. It will go on sale really quickly here during the holidays. I refuse to pay full price for any tool. So I am very patient when it comes to that stuff. And the DeWalt DCD 803. Those are the 4 tools that I'm eyeing up to bring into the shop. No, they've had it, Jimmy. They've had the belt sander. They've had it. And I kind of really, I mean, I got the rigid tabletop belt sander, but I really need a handheld one, especially for bigger projects. Yeah, but I saw that, Sayer, but that's, you know what that is? Some guy ordered that shit online and then returned it. They don't have them on the shelves anywhere in my home Lowe's. I even checked online. Lowe's doesn't even have them listed online. So I don't know where that came from. Maybe it's on the West Coast, but on this Eastern Coast over here, there's no T-Power batteries in any Lowe's. I've been to like 10 of them the last week looking. Yeah, I know, but the Milwaukee one's going to be free, and then I can hack that deal, and I can get the dang thing for 130 bucks. I mean, it is a $300 tool. So that's why I got my eye on that one. I agree the rigid one is good, but I'm waiting for, you know, I'm just waiting till Christmas. You know, after Halloween, that's when all these things go on mega sale. But how long has it been out? I guess store don't keep it in stock around here. It's been out for, I say, at least 3 years now, Jimmy. It's not a new tool by any means. But, oh, he's at a tool store? They have Metabo. Oh, okay. The price tag looked like a Lowe's price tag, though. I just glanced at it. It looked like a Lowe's price tag, the font and everything. And it even had one of them goofy Lowe's green nipples on it. That's why I thought it was Lowe's. The flashlight, the Woobin flashlight, is that the one you're talking about, Mitchell? For me, no. It's not for me. As I stated in the video, but for other normal people, yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, as long as you register, it comes with a lifetime warranty. It's all metal. It shoots out 1500 lumens. I don't know how much I'd want all them goofy settings for. I don't even know what they're for. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But, yeah, I would recommend it for a normal size person. Most definitely. I'm getting a Bulldog Extreme when it's on sale. Hope to see it on clearance. Yeah, I'm just waiting for them. You know, they're rounding up all these tools right now. They're getting ready for the fourth quarter. This is where you can find penny deals, too. Hello, 6th Street. No, it doesn't, Jimmy. Nope, clearance is clearance. Some of them, tools aren't selling. Right now, they're putting up a lot of Makita kits at Home Depot. I know how we feel about Makita, but I'm just saying they got Makita kits like 50% off at Home Depot, at my Home Depot, the drill and impact driver kits. The XGT 40-volt Makita drill and impact driver kits are down to $200. Those kits were like $600. So, nope, they're getting rid of shit that's been sitting on the shelves for years and not selling, and they just want to get rid of it and cut their losses. Well, Mitchell, if you got tiny hands and that flashlight works for you. All right. If I keep waiting for him, we'll be here for another hour. So, what are we going to do tonight? Let's see. Yo, shut up! Golly. I just did, basically. Let's see what happens. Hold on. There he is. Just out of nowhere. There he is. All right.
Hello, my folks out there. How you doing today?
What do you got to say?
Well, are we live?
You're live.
So who is the guy we talked to yesterday? Kenya, what was the name?
What guy?
The guy when we had the talk show.
Oh, Caleb.
Caleb. He asked me how it was coming up, because I'm 73, coming up in the 70s and 80s. Well, I was drafted in 1970, and when I got back and everything, like I said, I went to welding school and everything, and I got out and I worked at Adobe Foundry. It was in Niagara Falls, New York. They made everything, and I worked there for quite a while. But at that time, they didn't ask you if you had a high school diploma or if you went to college. And you also didn't do it online. You would see it in the newspaper, which most states they don't, like Niagara Falls Gazette newspaper, you get 2 a week. That's it. Used to get them every week, but
Every
back
day.
then, yeah, every day. I was a paper boy, I know. So they would put ads in there. Penny Saver would have ads. You go there, you don't do nothing. You just go there, you get an interview, you talk to somebody. So, you know, they didn't care. They could just tell by talking to you if you were capable of learning to do the job. They didn't care about your degree, because you can go to school and graduate top of the class and go to college top of the class, and you could be book smart and very good in like being a lawyer or whatever, you know, something high up where you got brains. But for the average man that works and has to do work at home, he doesn't need them degrees. I mean, they're good for you, but
I don't have any degrees.
yeah,
You know what I got a degree in? The streets.
I quit school. I got thrown out.
Well, I got my high school diploma, but
Well,
you know it. I don't got any college degrees or nothing
I
like that.
hated school so bad. I got kicked out in 8th grade.
I hated school too.
And I just learned everything. I had a lot of good teachers. My grandpa was a crazy good craftsman with woodwork. I watched him, watched my other uncle, which was really talented. And I'm self-taught. I am.
Tell him what you said to me when you saw the cutting board I made for Mom. You're like, I don't have the patience to do that.
Yeah, stuff takes patience. But I'm just glad that Josh, love you so much.
I love you too, buddy.
And I know all about tools. I've been around this all my life. But some of this new innovations you're coming out with the tools that make a job simpler, it's amazing because
His mind's been blown the last couple of weeks. Remember 2 weeks ago, he's all like, give me my gas powered this and that. And now look at what he's saying.
well, I work all the time still at my age doing handyman work. And I still have, well, let's limit this. I still have a couple plug-in.
Yeah, there's still a place for some plug-in tools. Sanders.
No, well, the only reason they have plug-in tools because I haven't bought the battery. I'd rather have the battery.
I know, but I'm
'Cause I-
saying there
'cause what-
is still a place for plug-in tools, like a miter saw. Even though mine's not a
If
plug-in.
you're gonna cut all day long, yes,
Yeah.
yes. But as far as like, if you're gonna, even if you're a professional, you're working every day doing these jobs, like where you need everything. You know, you need a cutoff tool. You need everything because you're gonna run into something. "Oh, I need the tool for that. And you better have it, or you're not gonna look good. So the battery tools, because as long as you have enough batteries.
So you use this quite a bit on the car, right?
I have the same thing at home.
You don't got this same Bosch one, do you?
Let me finish.
Oh, okay.
I have the same one, basically the same size, but it's air. Okay? So I gotta get my compressor. I gotta put the hose in it. And living in Florida with all the humidity, I hook my hose up. It really does kick ass, but you get humidity. And you got some, at the end of the day, if I drain my tank, I'll get 2 cups of water out of it. So your tools, the air's going in it. If you don't keep oil in there,
Yeah.
your tool will destroy. But also, see, here's the thing: you got to put oil in, but don't put too much in because
Yeah.
it's gonna come out and get all over your shit.
Yeah.
So this battery one, I would never use my air compressor one again because there's no need for it. I'm not doing it like 20 hours where it's going to run out.
Yeah.
And if all I need is another battery, okay? If I run off, put the battery in. I don't have a hole, don't have all this air. Like sometimes it could be dripping out of there because of humidity in Florida. You want that sand in your metal and then you got to paint it, it's going to rust.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just,
But tell them how smooth it was, how little the vibration was. Your hand didn't hurt after you were done using it.
you know what, this thing, make sure you line the holes up. That's critical.
Yes.
That's critical. And you can, if you're inside somebody's house, and I've used it with my electric one, because I don't have one of these, but we'll get one. If you're inside somebody's house, you turn it down low, and even if you're not good at doing drywall and your seams, you could take this off, hook the vacuum up, have the vacuum there, and then run the hose outside of the house with a good filter. You could sand, you won't get no dust at all. Trust me, because I use the vacuum.
Well,
You
you're
get
getting
zero
dust
dust.
everywhere right now, so let's put
You get
this.
zero dust.
Ah.
Yeah, I got a little dust. That means you're a working man. But all this technology, little tools. But I guess in reality, you got to check with everybody that's on this program because everybody's going to have a different opinion about what tool is good. But it will boil down over time which one is the best because there's so many good ones. I mean, like it's almost like, what's your favorite band? I don't have a favorite band. Nobody does. There's so many good songs out there. You can't have a favorite band or a favorite, right?
Yeah.
Because, but I'm really impressed with the way you're going. And Josh has taught me a lot. Like I was saying, I got old school with the hose and the compressor, but I do have some battery ones too. But
Yeah, but some of the battery ones and even the electric ones, they vibrate a lot and they hurt your hands if you've
that
been using
doesn't
it.
vibrate. That's zero.
Yeah,
Zero.
zero vibration. Like Festool has a sander like this that's like $1,000. This I think is just as good, if not better. And guess how much I paid for this? $69.
And it did a beautiful job. I got rust off the car, used the different pads on it. It's versatile, and it come out good.
Yeah, it did. It came out very well. I showed him. I made a video showing him after we were done with the car.
Like I say, when it goes on, okay, it's sucking, and somehow it just like wants to float, but it's tight enough to do the grit, let it work, and it just slides. You can do it like this. You can move it like this, and you really can. I mean, I've did a lot of work in my life, and I know what's good and what ain't good,
All right. So
I think it's great.
So what else do you got to say now that you got our area all dusted up here?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I would just like to say I went to my brother's son's wedding today.
Yeah.
We had the reception. The wedding was done. They didn't have a lot of money, but they had the reception today, and it was really good there. We had a good time. Josh went.
Yeah.
That's my brother that I lost to cancer. It's his son. He's a great person, and we had a really good time. And I thank for being able to have that time with Josh and all people, family I haven't seen because I live in Florida. They live in New York. So we had a big get together. It was great.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nothing like family.
Yeah.
So Josh, what do you think about the gas driven weed whackers and lawnmowers and like all that
Junk.
kind
Get rid of them. Get rid of them. They're not worth the money that they charge for them. Battery powered is the way to go. You don't have to maintain it. You just pop a battery in and go. You don't got to change out carburetors. You don't got to worry about using junk gas, all that type of stuff.
That's why Home Depot sold Poland. They were called Poland, P-O-L-A-N, and they were there. Why'd they call Poland? Because keep pulling and pulling and pulling, waiting for it to start.
Dude, guys, listen, we've completely converted him. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I use my gas shit, fuck that electric shit, right? Blah blah blah. Now look, 3 weeks later, he's on the bandwagon, guys. We got him there.
Well, guys, let me say one thing. I have had the drill, the impact, and the concrete drill. I've had them. They've been all battery, and I love them, and I use them, and they work great. But also, like at home, my other stepson, he's into like Josh, all electric, like screw that gas shit. And he has a weed whacker. It's a Milwaukee. The big battery, and I said, this ain't gonna do shit, because I got a Craftsman, piece of shit. But at least it starts every time and I can get the job done. And they're building a house next door, and the grass was this tall. It was this tall up there. I'm not kidding either. And I said, well, Jason, can I use that? Yeah, you can use that thing. And I cut that. He said, yeah, well, I went out there with that thing. Let me tell you, it cut that shit down like crazy. It was like faster than my gas one.
It is.
And you could feed it.
And they're quieter.
It called no noise.
Yeah.
I did that whole damn thing on one battery. I never thought I could do that. So then he's got a leaf blower, a blower. That's a Milwaukee too, I believe. Anyways, I'm a nutcase. I like to keep my cars all clean and waxed. Sometimes I'll be working all day and want to clean my truck. I love my truck. I got to keep it clean. Can't afford another one. That's the truth. So I'll go there and I'll wash it. And it'll be like 9:30. You can't make noise after 10 o'clock. The police will come and get you. So I used to use my gas one. It blows good, trust me. But he's got this battery one. It blows harder. And it don't make no noise. I could be out there at 10 o'clock blowing my shit out. Nobody
Guys,
knows.
I cut my grass now at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Because there's no sun. You don't got to
Right.
get all sunburned.
Right.
I cut my grass at 10 o'clock at night now, and it don't bother anybody.
Right.
Let's see what some guys are saying here. Well, we all have the Milwaukee leaf blower because they are always giving them away for free. Yep. Well, The one he's talking about, Sayer, is the one that has the double battery on it, the newer one.
Right.
I have the battery blower, Milwaukee, it's a beast. Get Josh to show you. Oh, he's already used them. He's been outside comparing all the blowers and
if you put them on turbo, they will use the battery fast.
Yeah, you got to have a big battery on them.
Yeah. Even with a big battery on turbo, they're still gonna, it's running the motor direct.
Yeah.
But for what you're gonna do, unless you're not using it commercially, it'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just blowing out your garden or your yard, I mean, I think on my Milwaukee blower, and that's the one that only takes the single battery, the 18-volt battery, I think on an 8 amp hour high output battery, I get around 17 to 20 minutes of runtime on high, which is more than enough time for me to blow out my yard. And if it ain't, guess what? I got about 25 other batteries. I can just pop another one in. I know not everybody has that, but I do. So I am a big, big fan of all the battery-powered outdoor power equipment. I think gas needs to go bye-bye. Not because I'm some environmentalist or anything stupid like that. Just because it's easier. You pop in a battery, you go. There is no more pulling a cord, figuring out why the fucking thing won't start, putting the choke down. Don't get me wrong, when you finally do get it started the first time that year, it usually starts on the first pull every time. Usually. But not always. This starts every time. Just press a button. Forge batteries are good. I love my Cobalt 40-volt Weed Waka because I can use all my gas-powered attachments on it. That's good. I have one tool that no cordless beats even the Milwaukee, my jackhammer. Yeah, jackhammers are tough. They'll get there eventually. But they're not there yet with that type of stuff. That's heavy duty stuff. See, I'm not using them super, super heavy duty tools. I'm pretty much just using your everyday part-time professional tool. You know what I mean? So,
and I could say one thing too. The batteries have come such a long, long way. They're only going to get better. They started out with batteries that wouldn't last, and it's only going to get better. They're going to keep. It'll never go back to plug a saw in or plug in. It's all about batteries. They're going to make them better, and someday, trust me, you'll probably have a little nuclear battery.
Jimmy, I'm not sure what that's called. I think it's on the MX28 platform. I don't know much about that just because I'm never going to have a reason or a need to buy anything on the MX28 platform. It does look cool, but I'm not out there doing concrete slabs every day. I will be doing a couple of concrete slabs around the house, but you don't need them tools just to do it a few times. Yeah, MX Fuel. Yeah. The 28 volts. Yeah. Hi, live on the island that is made of rock. So it's just a must-have. Okay. If you live on an island that's made of rock, I guess you do need a jackhammer. All right. We don't got too many people watching. I think it's a mixture of football. Couple big channels are live right now, which is fine. But what can we do here? Oh, you know what we can do? He's never experienced the quiet hydraulic impact drivers yet. He doesn't even know about these things. And we're about to blow his mind. He didn't even know I was going to do this. But we're going to take the DCF 870, put it up against another impact driver, and just watch his mind be blown. You guys want to see that?
We'll see.
Uh-huh. All right. All right. Let's see here. We need some wood. We got the wood. Pop his cherry. All right, Dickie. So whenever you're using an impact driver, right? What's the one thing that's synonymous with impact drivers?
A bit.
No, the noise. How noisy they are, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get We'll use the 850 and the 870 for demonstrations. We'll drive some... We'll drive some regular construction screws. Let me get the same bits here, guys. If I have them. I may have to use them.
I can get all the bits ready. We're going to try to see what the difference is.
Alright, where are my screws? Oh, there they are. Alright. So come here, Dickie.
All right. Captain Dick.
Captain Dick. Captain Dick. Okay. So we're just driving 3.5-inch deck screws. Now,
Okay.
see how that says quiet hydraulic on there?
Yeah.
Okay. That means that this is a hydraulic system. Okay? It's not just an anvil constantly
So
pounding.
it's hydraulic. Does it have fluid in it?
Yeah.
Like hydraulic fluid?
Yes, yes. Now listen.
I don't think I like that. It's
Well-
going to leak out one day.
No, it won't. Watch. Now just listen to this.
Oh, hydraulic leaks.
No, it don't. You ready?
Yep.
Listen. You heard that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now listen to this one.
Quiet.
Show him your face.
It's quiet, but
But what?
it's got hydraulic. It's going to leak one day and oil will come out and throw it away.
No, it won't.
Why do you like that over that?
Just because of that, it's that quiet.
But that one seemed like it had more power. Do that again. Do that one again.
These do not. This has.
I want to see you do it.
Well, to test power, we got to do bigger fasteners.
All right, now do that one. Do it over here with this real wood. Over here.
Okay, hold on.
That's faster. It is. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, it's newfangled stuff, but
Here,
as
try it out.
As long as it doesn't leak.
Show them. Get in front of the camera and show them.
As long as the hydraulic don't leak in it, it's way quieter and faster. So.
Yeah.
Just got it backwards.
Yeah. Just hit the button.
All right, so now I got it. Pretty sweet. It is. It's sweet. And when you get down to where you're going, you can tweak it and vary the screw as much as you want it. Because if you just keep it going, it'll go right through the whole
Well,
damn
what's
thing.
the one thing when you're using this shit? You should be wearing hearing protection because it will damage your fucking ears. But when you got something like this that's that quiet, no, the hearing protection isn't necessarily.
Can I say something out there, all you young boys and girls?
Here we go.
There's so many girls that are smart. What I learned from my days, I welded and fabricated all my life and worked on cars. And we used to weld and the shit didn't fit right. You beat it with a hammer. We used to hit shit with sledgehammers all day long. No hearing shit. And also welding. If you're welding, sometimes you're making a tack weld with a MIG welder. You turn your head, you don't even have a mask, you make a little flash. Well, and if somebody's welding behind you, you get reflection in the mask. I can't see no more or hear because so one thing I'd say, if you're doing this, always put safety glasses on. I've had shit in my eyes from working. I had to go they have to take it out. So hearing protection and eye protection. You might think I sound stupid, but if you're young, you're gonna listen to me when you get old and you can't hear or see. So protection is very important. Now he's coming out with another one here.
Well, here,
There you go.
use this one. This is look how tiny that one is.
That's small.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
But
With a big battery, it's powerful too.
well, that's only a 4 amp hour. We can put it. Let me see. Let me get
No,
more.
let's try a little one. Go ahead.
Here, you do it.
Here we go. No, you do it.
No, you're the man of the hour here.
Okay, let's see what it do. Pretty slick. It went in quick. Very quick. And I could tell you another thing out there. Y'all know it already. If you're ever going to put deck screws in, or screws you want to hold, they're going to be long, don't get Phillips head. They will strip every time.
I don't think they even make deck screws that are Phillips head
They
anymore.
do make them at a Home Depot. They make them. They're Phillips head.
Yeah, Phillips head sucks.
So-
Sayer's a Canadian. He's a proud Robinson head screw guy.
You want this or a square head? Phillips,
Yeah, Robinson. Yeah.
Phillips head, not if you're going to sink it. These won't fail you, but as long as you have a good tip, just like a screwdriver, you got to have it good. You want to really torque something, you need a good bit. You get a cheap shit bit, you go, it strips it. Now you can't get it out. It's all stripped.
Yeah.
So buy a good tip.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Yep. All right, let's answer some people's comments here. We just got 2 of the battery-powered jacks for the, Midas, Josh, and they are slick. Oh, yeah? They got battery-powered jacks now. Did you hear that? T25 always, Robertson, square in Robertson.
You don't got to pump it.
Nope, it goes. There's a Vevor jack.
It's
air.
They
It's
got
air.
airbag.
It isn't. Yeah.
You know, when they work, firemen use airbags when they lift up trucks, everything. It's an airbag, you pump it up, so it really doesn't take a badass compressor, just a good airbag. So if you make an airbag that can do the job heavy duty and the right kind of material, it'll lift anything. As long as there's no sharp edges that can cut into it, they will lift anything. They can lift a big motor with that.
All right.
With the right bag. So,
now we'll get into.
yeah. Airbags come a long way. What are we getting into now, Josh?
Well, you're gonna get into it. I just gotta get a battery.
Yep. Butler back to Florida. We'll be here for another 3 days. Go back there and do some work.
Here, let's do something bigger.
Because I have to work all the time. I don't like sitting around. Gotta be active.
Gotta be active.
Till I can't be active.
Well, we ain't there yet, are we?
No. I can still build a building.
Yep.
Trust me.
All right. 4-inch timber lock, a little bit bigger of a fastener, right? Now this is one of the top, most powerful impact drivers on the market, right?
Okay.
Go ahead, give that a roll.
The key is too, if you're gonna put something in like this, you gotta put top pressure. You gotta hold on the nut. If
Yeah, you don't want it
tight. It's gonna,
not so much on an impact. Go ahead.
You still gotta
Don't do it. Don't do it. Just do it like that. Just trust me. Go.
it struggled.
Yeah, but you want to know why?
Why?
It did struggle.
It struggled.
That struggled, guys.
It did.
Holy cow, that struggled.
Yeah, my 10-year-old impact put it in faster.
There. Were you pushing the trigger all the way down?
Yeah.
All right, do it again here. We're running out of room. Go ahead. You don't got to put pressure down on these impacts. Drills, yes. Don't touch that. It's hot.
But you still got to keep enough pressure. Don't
Yeah, a little, but you only got to put.
Yeah. It went right in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a good driver should do that. It should take it in.
Give Dickie the flex recip. All right, they want to see you do the flex recip saw.
Cause I built so much fence, and when you screwing in the posts in Florida, you have to have a 2x4 every 4 feet. I mean a 4x4, and you got to put 3-inch every one. You got to sink them all of them, and they'll come and look at the fence see if you did it right.
All right, you're gonna start slicing and dicing.
You got to have a drill that's gonna do that pretty much all day long.
All right,
And if you have a good drill with a extra battery, maybe 2, usually now 2, you can get it done.
hold on, watch out. Now we're gonna give you the best one-hand recip saw on the market, most powerful, and you're gonna go through this wood here, and you're gonna show them how it's done.
It's not showing our face.
So, tell them you use this. Go ahead, point that at the camera. You used this the other day.
I did use it the other day. I did it for plumbing and I cut some wood. It works pretty nice, it is. Like I have other saws, all they're straight, but this is kind of unique. I like it.
Wait till he tries this
I like
one,
it. I like it. It's easy to handle, has power, did a lot of cutting with it. It's cool. Now he's gonna bring over something else and show me some newfangled stuff, but I'll tell you if it's any good or not.
Dickie, watch this. So you know how on these saber saws, you got to turn this stupid fucking thing, right, to get the blade in? Watch this. This is the only one like it. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell. There, it's in.
So how do you get it out?
You got to turn it out, but it ejects out.
Okay.
Okay, but to put that in on that one, you would have to turn it and then put it in this. Watch. Boop.
I know.
All right, give it a whap here.
And this one has the, when you put the blade in, you got to turn it.
Yes, yes. This one, you don't have to do that.
The only thing I'm saying about this, people.
Here, take this one. So there.
I will hold it, but.
No, put it through the wood.
I will. But what I can say about these is all these is, I mean, I got to turn one. They do work great. They're old school, but they work good. But when these get all caked up with cutting wood and they get jammed up, and I think that one that pops out automatically.
That
maybe,
one? Yeah.
This one don't.
Yes, it does.
Okay. But I'm wondering what's going to happen. Say you're cutting through wet pine or something that's spraying like pine juice and everything. Is it not going to work? Is you going to have to clean it to make it unsnap?
Nope, it's going to work.
Okay. So
Go ahead.
I'm going to go through this. We'll see how it works. Ready? Went through pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4x4 takes time to get through.
It is a wood with nails blade. It's just not a wood blade. But if you had just a wood blade on there, it probably would have
But
went
you
through
know,
faster.
when you're cutting something like this, you don't care if it doesn't have to be a fine finish.
Yeah.
A little coarser blade will cut it way faster.
No. That's for metal.
Right.
Metal. Wood, you want a less coarse blade
Right.
because it will chew through it. You know, almost like a chainsaw.
No.
Go ahead, do it again if you want.
That's a good blade for that.
Yeah.
A rough cut.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
If you want it smoother.
Yeah.
No, it goes through good. Well, I'll go through there.
It went through it quick.
Yeah, but it went through both holes, Drew.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
still
yeah.
goes through good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Very good.
Very good.
Yes, absolutely.
Captain Dick approved.
Because you know what? Last thing you want is go on a job, you're stressed out, your help didn't show up, you're tired, and you're trying to get a job done. And let me tell you what, you can do the hardest job on the planet. Like doing all hard shit, just to finish it, the last shit, to make it look nice, it takes a time. And if you don't have the right tool, it's agonizing. You got to come back another day because you're tired, you want to go home.
Dickie, tell him we're going to remodel this house. We got
We are.
every tool imaginable.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Let me see. All right, what do you guys want to see next? Oh, I bet you Dickie hasn't tried one of these yet.
The nail gun.
This is a 15 gauge finish nailer from Bosch. I love this thing. It looks big, but it's not that heavy. That one over there is a framing nailer. That thing's a beefy bitch, okay? But, there, it's on. It's in bump mode, right?
Yep.
Ready? What the hell? What the hell?
That is fun. Well, like I talked about the other night,
Go ahead, give it a whirl.
I used to use a pass load, what I talked about last night. And that you had the battery and the cylinder, the compressed air cylinder. But that was
This is
years
a flywheel.
I know. But that was years ago. But you know what? Versus a compressor with the running the hose, the pass load, I loved it. Boom, 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 boom. They were loud as shit.
That ain't that loud, though.
No, but these new ones they come on with, you don't got to put the gas in it. And you just put down, you got to, this area you have to make it go down. Could build a building. It's, you know, and the key is they're so unique. And so what? So you got to have an extra battery if you're going to work all day. Big deal. It's so convenient.
Yeah.
And like I said, the batteries get better and better every day. But have an extra battery, you got it going on. If you do this every day as a living.
Sharouche, he had a 6 amp hour. I had the 6 amp hour flex stacked lithium battery in that when he was cutting through the wood.
Because a lot of times, if you're going through, like, say you're using your low impact driver and you're going through a power bike 4, and some of them are super extra hard if they're old. So you're going in with a long leg bolt, you're holding a fence and everything. So that's going to draw extra power. So. So now we got the rigid.
This is a brad nailer. I may need more brad nails.
I prefer myself, if you're going to get a brad nailer, listen to me, get a brad nailer and a stapler. They make them both. Because if you're doing trim,
go ahead.
Like say you're doing trim all around the house, an old house, and the walls are bowed. So you're trimming the bottom is going to be, it's going to pucker out. You're going to have gaps. So with a brad nailer, if you don't hit a stud, and some don't have studs, they're rotted out and they don't want to replace them. They just put wider molding up, hide everything, put a Band-Aid on it. The stapler, you can go into the drywall if there's any there, and it will draw it in somewhat, where a brad nailer won't. So then you can do your caulk job on it, and it'll look fucking nice. It'll look good, but...
All right, Dickie, we're going to compare brad nailers here.
I mean, my stapler will take a 2-inch stapler.
That takes a 2 1/8 inch brad nail.
Yeah. But still, if you're going into drywall,
Hold that.
I know, the brunt, just it bashing in, it don't bite into it, because it's only
Look how
drywall.
These are both 18 gauge brad nailers.
Okay.
Look how much smaller that one is. That's a 12 volt. Go ahead, give the 12 volt a whirl.
Sweet.
Okay, now do this one. That's a 20 volt. Which one would you prefer?
That one.
Yeah, I say so too.
It's smaller.
Yeah. Now, I do like this one.
Quieter.
Yeah, I do like the rigid because this will shoot a little bit longer of a nail, and sometimes you need that little bit longer of a nail. But for 99% of my projects, this is the bee's
But
knees.
you will see any new construction, they don't, any like trim, they staple it. They don't brad nail it. And also, another important thing on a brad nailer, see that little rubber cover? You can buy a lot of these that don't have that. So if you don't have that and you shoot the nail in, it makes a mark where you put the nail in.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make a mark. But
Look
they still will make a minute mark.
Turn it around. Turn it around. Look, they give you an extra one.
Yeah,
just
they
in
give
case.
you extra one. Absolutely. Don't make minute, but without that, it can really make a mark. But you can just go over it with some white plastic wood for trim.
All right. Well, let's get caught up on questions. Cordless compressor and use air if you're a pro, production work or cabinetry. I will say, Dickie, I do need a narrow crown stapler. I do. I need one. What up, Mr. Ott? Be a good boy and put it on my pile. I use that all the time now.
What?
He's talking about the nailer. Oh boy, here comes another world.
Who's coming to say hi?
Oh boy.
What?
They'd rather see her anyways.
That's all. I'm just coming to say hi.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I just got my 1-inch Bulldog rotary hammer. And WWE pay-per-views on. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. But we've had some people on here.
Yeah.
We've had some people on here. It's not a complete waste. If you guys are willing to watch, we're willing to go live. Tell them, Dick.
But I mean, like brad nailers are good, but like staplers are for certain applications. Certain application brad nailers are better. But it's so cool they got them out right now that work so good and they're battery operated.
Dickie, when I handed you that, he was trying to cut a pipe, PVC pipe, the other day with that hacksaw, okay? And then I handed him this, and I said, give this a whirl. He liked that a lot. Oscillating multi-tools are great tools because they are very versatile. You can sand with them, you can cut metal, wood, PVC, and they just feel nice. And they're very easy to maneuver. You can do this. You guys know all this. I know you guys know this stuff. But, you know, if you're in a tight spot, God damn it. If you're in a tight spot, you can change that blade, put it over here,
Right.
like that, and boom, now you can get in there. So he liked that too. All right, we'll go back, sit down for a minute.
Let's go sit down.
Knocking over my pieces. Breaking shit.
Hey, knock it off down there.
All right, we gotta get the dick in the view here.
Yeah, a little bit more oily.
There you
All
go.
right, so like he talked about this multi-tool. These things, you know, I do rug insulation, I do ceramic tile. So if you're putting, if they're taking rug out and you want to put ceramic tile around the door jambs and everything, by the time you put the thin set down, then the tile's up too high, it won't go under the door jambs and everything. So this right there, mark what you want, use this, cuts it out. They got a fancy machine that was, they were like $4,000 at the time. They were made for doing that. They were a tool that would go on the ground, they had a blade and cut it. But they were technical to use. Like, they're not user friendly. So all you gotta do, if you're a handyman, you put your mark where you need, you put this on, and they got this blade. I didn't know they made them that wide, but they're wider.
They make a bunch of blades that are wider than that.
But they also have, like, you get narrower ones. You can get them that are here, and they got the blade on the side in case you're cutting that way. And they also have sanding pads, like.
Who makes the, hold on, I want to answer this question. Who makes the best 18 gauge narrow crown stapler? In my opinion, the Bosch is really good. The Bosch is really, 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 really good. I used a friend of mine's a few times, and, you know, I've always used brad nails and stuff, and I used it a few times. I'm like, this thing is fucking awesome. I know Tools with Souls did a video on it. I think Apache sent it to him a little while back. You can go head over to the Souls' page and watch his video he did on that. Super, it's just like that 15 gauge finish nailer. Super smooth, buttery, great stuff. The Milwaukee one's good too. All right, go ahead, Dick. Sorry, I didn't mean to
This
interrupt
is
you.
probably one of the versatile tools out of all times, if you think about it.
I think it is. That's one of the most
I've
versatile
been in
tools.
jobs where I got a little, I can't get in there. I put that there with the blade. Like I said, they got the triangle. Same pattern as that, a sanding pad that I've used so many times. Trying to get in a tight spot with the corner and just put it in there.
Yep.
And then they actually have ones that, it's a lot of work and it's hard and it's stupid, but they got the one that have the diamond blade on.
Yep.
If you want to clean out grout, say you got a spot of
I
grout.
got one of the. Hold on.
Just
Dick.
say you got a shitty spot of grout. You got a chunk out of it. Now, if you have the original grout when they did the job, you have the bag, you can make this work. What you do is you put that blade in there, and there it is. There it is. They work, but they claim, you know, there's all this diamond point and everything.
That's a drywall blade.
Yeah. Well, you can use anything for drywall.
Yeah, but that's a one made for drywall.
But you put that in there, and you got to be good with your hand, be steady. You can actually ground that grout out. Say you got a little area, but the key to grinding the ground out, if you're going to take a section out, when you got the section out, at the end of the section, like say this is your line, you want to gradually bring it up. You don't want to just stop it so you can blend it in.
Yeah.
But I love this tool.
He's got a Ryobi one now. I think we're gonna send him home with a much better
Well,
one.
because my other tools, I had 3 of them. 2 of them took a shit. I got 10, 12 years on them. I can't complain about them. But I went and bought Ryobi, which I know is garbage. You know,
But he bought it anyways.
no, because
Because he's got 22 batteries. He started buying batteries like crazy.
No, because they had buy 2 batteries, get a tool, so I got some really good brushless tools. But because I'm 73, I ain't gonna work every day no more. I'm gonna work a couple days a week, 3 days a week, maybe. But
Just
if
when
they
you need
don't
extra
get me
money.
through, then guess what? I got to go warranty. I got to take it back.
Well, how does this sound, guys? I think we're gonna send Captain Dick home with a big care package, and I think the rules are when he gets home he has to take back that Ryobi junk.
All right.
That was easy. Hold on, let me see. Don't think they just carry a toolbox. They carry authority. Gas cylinder nailers are king over swing hammers, and Bosch disappointed me with their nailers. That's the only thing that I don't like about Bosch. I got that nailer. I have never had an issue, and it's buttery smooth. It's not like the DeWalt ones. The DeWalt nailers, do not buy. They are straight garbage. They are slow. You got to wait for that ramp up. That one right there, you can go as fast as you want. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I
We don't
mean?
want to stop to wait the shit recharge.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, guys, I'll mess up now. All the battery stuff out, but I went on a job about 10 years ago. It was in Arizona with my son-in-law. He does solar, it's a big company. And when they run all the wire on beams and everything, it has to be, certain spots have to be fastened down.
Yeah.
So he had this, forgot what's called, it shot 22 bullets, okay? What's it called? You hit it with a hammer, and it would actually, you'd have a stud, put it on a beam of metal, and you would put the shell on it, and you hit it with a hammer. It was a ram set, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Ram something. And it ran off of 22 shell bullets. But for metal, you had to have, they were called red bullets. They were hot, and it would actually melt that stud to the beam. Does anybody know what that's called?
Sayer may know what that's called. And John Doe, yes, Flex does make nailers. I think
And I think Flex is a good tool.
it is a good
Absolutely.
tool. It is a good tool.
I was impressed by your impact.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
He likes the impact, the mid-torque impact. I think that's one of the things he's going home with.
Well, let me tell you something. When I first moved to Florida, I bought the best Snap-on
Oh, God, here we go. But yeah, go ahead.
impact I had.
Yeah.
I bought it 15 years ago. I paid $700 for it.
It's a ripoff.
That was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It had a lot of power taking them off, but not putting them on.
Nope. Yeah, they're decent nut busting when you're going in reverse, but man, if you're trying to put lags in the wood or concrete, fucking forget
You got
about
no
it.
balls.
Yeah, no balls. And guess what? I could go get a Craftsman impact wrench for
More
100
power, more power.
for $120 that
More
has
power.
the same, if not more power.
Yeah, absolutely.
John Doe says Snap-on equals poo. He hates that angle grinder, and so do I. I hate it too.
It's just obsolete.
The problem with Snap-on is they do make the best mechanics hand tools in the world.
But they don't have to be greedy and be pigs.
Exactly.
A working man, you think about a guy who gets out of college, you got to go to school.
Dickie, do you got a Snap-on toolbox still, or did you get rid of it?
I do.
You still got the Snap? How much did that cost you? 25 years ago?
Okay. I bought that 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
$6,000.
$6,000 30 years ago. Guess how much that same box that he has is going for? It's going for like 50 grand. That's a fucking car for a toolbox?
Well, I went years ago when I come back here, probably 15 years ago. Kennedy Automotive. It's on the Boulevard in Niagara Falls, New York. They have a Snap-on box that is really as high as the ceiling,
Yeah, I know.
8 feet wide, and
Yeah,
it actually has steps that come up to get
yeah,
on top.
yeah,
That was back then $25,000 with no tools on it,
yep,
no tools,
yep,
and they had two of them and they're full of tools.
yep. And oh, Shaka's here. Where's he at? I don't see Shaka. But if Shaka is here, what up, Shaka? Snap-on, they're gonna go out of business. And if they don't go out of business, it's because the fanboys just keep buying up their shit. Now their power tools are straight trash. I'd rather get a Milwaukee, a DeWalt, a Flex, a Bosch, any one of those companies. I'd rather get their tools when it comes to mechanics tools, preferably Milwaukee. In my opinion, Milwaukee makes the better mechanics tools. They got tools on the mechanics side of things that I don't know how they got that much power into such little tools, but they did. And they are at least half the cost of Snap-on power tools. The problem with Snap-on is they haven't evolved their power tool line in years. It's been the same tools for years, the same shitty batteries for years. When
Well,
these
guys,
companies are coming out with batteries that rival gas-powered fucking tools, and you're sitting there with batteries from 20 years ago, and you're charging a premium for it, I don't understand how people continue to buy it.
well, Joss is a really big guy. He stands very big. Show him your hand. Look at that. That grinder he has is half the size of him. You know what? I like the fish. That'd make a good anchor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He can troll. I mean, he's not saying nothing bad, I guess, Steve. Until he says something bad, then give him the X. What were you going to say about the flex nailer? Okay, John. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The flex. They do make flex nailers. Now, I bought a cobalt nailer. I bought an 18 gauge cobalt nailer because that's when I was doing my nailer video and I was reviewing all the different 18 gauge nailers. And because it was a stupid cheap price, it was like $99 deal of the day at Lowe's. Well, I took it out of the box and went right up to the Flex 18 gauge nailer, and they looked so close, identical to one another. And the build, and they both are made from the same company. I got it home. I really didn't like it. I didn't like the Cobalt one, so that always kind of swayed me from getting a Flex one. It probably shouldn't had, but when I tell you they look so similar, the Cobalt and the Flex 18 gauge nailer, it almost looks like they just slapped the Flex name on it. You know what I mean? And that's why I always stayed away from Flex nailers, and they're super expensive, like really expensive. If you're gonna want a good nailer at a decent price that comes with a lifetime warranty, get Rigid. You don't got to get a Milwaukee. Get a Rigid. I got Rigid nailers. I love them. Now, yes, their framing nailer just got recalled. So what? Every tool manufacturer has tools that get recalled. It happens, okay? I really like the Rigid nailers for the price that they have them out for. I mean, Charouche, when you're charging $400 for a nailer, it's hard to just go try it. You know what I mean? When a Rigid is $179 for the same thing and it shoots a longer nail, I think Flex needs to. They make a great tool. Their marketing sucks, and their deals suck. I mean, their deals for the nailers were buy the nailer and get a 2.5 amp hour battery for free, 18650 cell battery. That's their worst battery. Those are the batteries that leaked a bunch, and then they had to remake them all. Now they're not leaking, so they never really have any good deals on the nailer, Charouche. If they had a great deal on the nailer, yeah, I'd try it out, but they just never do. Review it and return it. Yeah, you know, I don't like doing that too often. I have returned some tools that were just straight trash and that I would never use. I have returned, but I don't like doing that. You know what I mean?
Well, let me stop in. If I buy something and I don't like it, I will take it back in a second. You know what? If I get a piece of crap and it breaks, I would take it back to Walmart, wherever, and I'll say, here's your Chinese shit back. Give me my money back. It's garbage. I have no problem taking stuff back if it fails.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I know their batteries are good now, but I'm going to be honest. Caleb just made a video showing their newer batteries
Making
taking
a better
shits, and I haven't had an issue with any of their batteries. I got all their batteries. I got the 2.5, the 5, the 3.5 stack, the 2.0 stack, the 6 stack, and the 10 stack. The only one I don't got is the 12 amp hour regular battery. I haven't had an issue.
Well, like I said, this is just the beginning of this new shit coming out. They're going to come out with batteries that are going to slap these batteries, just like phones, okay?
Yeah.
Everything. They're going to get better. Absolutely going to get better.
Yeah.
And I can also say about Snap-on, when I started out, they were reasonable. You know, and you could get the payments. And a lot of times he'd come there. I got rebuilt stuff. Rest, they rebuild them. I buy all, and I'll do that. But I do like Snap-on tools. I know they're making them cheaper, absolutely. And it's like having a Harley versus Jap bike. And I love Jap bikes too, but I'm just saying, but if I was a new mechanic coming out,
You wouldn't be spending all this money on Snap-on. The other companies are too close to Snap-on to justify spending that type of money.
let me finish. Okay, so you come out of school, when you get a job, you got to prove yourself. So you're going to start off a mechanic, and probably average, you're going to get $15 an hour, a starter, 20 maybe,
For a mechanic?
for not a certified one. You're
Like
just,
a GST?
You just got out of school. You
Like-
never did it.
Like 16 and a half, 17?
Yeah. So you can't be buying all this because Snap-on is still crazy expensive. I can't afford it. I got a Snap-on Impact. They want $300 for the battery. I can buy the best thing on the market for probably $300-400 with a battery.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
You can.
So with the Harbor Freight coming out with the imitation Snap-on,
Yeah.
if you're not, breaking bolts bigger than you, they'll work
I
fine.
use the Icon.
They'll work fine.
Hold on. I use the Icon stuff, and I got some Milwaukee wrenches too. I use the Icon stuff at work all day long. I got 2 Snap-on hand tools. The rest is all Icon. And I got some Milwaukee hand tools. Some of the Milwaukee hand tools are hit or miss. Either Milwaukee makes, you can find a Milwaukee hand tool every once in a while. That's great. But most of them, they're kind of goofy. They're trying to figure out their hand tool market.
Right.
And because they're more known for their battery-powered power tools. They're trying to get into the hand tool market, and it's going to take them a little bit of time to catch
But
up.
if you're getting into, like you see, get out of school, you're going to get a job working dealership and learn the trade, from scratch. You're better off to go buy the Icon.
Hey, look who
buy-
hold on. Guess who that is?
Who?
Sam. You know who Sam is, right?
Yeah,
Amanda's boyfriend
right.
that came over for Christmas, and you're talking.
He's on there.
He's right there. He just said, "What is he talking about, Snap-on? Don't make me come over there." Go ahead, tell him.
I'll come over here. I'll whoop your butt, boy. I know Snap-on. I got a Snap-on box. Got the bottom box, the middle box, top box. I love Snap-on, but if you're doing it every day, yes, but you'd have to admit that there are some tools out there that are better than Snap-on for certain situations, like
There's a lot of tools better than Snap-on.
like Lyle tools. Lyle makes a lot of custom brake tools, and
What about Tecton?
yeah, you got that, and you
Capri makes some good stuff.
Yep.
You got Icon. I could go on and on with the
And
other
they got
companies. You got Gear Wrench.
and they got the tool with the Fords. I don't know what year, but the spark plug, the threads were that long on them. Okay, I forgot what year it was, 2000 something. They were that long, and the plug, okay, they stuck through the head, so they're in the combustion cylinder, and they get built up a carbon for riding. So it was Billy, Uncle Billy. He goes, I want to take my truck, and they want $300 tune it. I said, why? He goes, because the plugs break off. I said, what the hell are you talking about, Bill?
Yeah.
But I said, I'll tune it up.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm taking the plug out. It broke. I said, what the fuck? But now, I'm going to tell you something. The best mechanics that works at dealership that are top notch, they still YouTube. They still look because they learn secrets.
Yeah.
They do. And don't tell me they don't. They all do. So
I watch YouTube a lot when I'm stumped at work. A lot.
yeah, they do it. And mechanics do it with the new cars. They don't even know what
Yeah.
the fuck. They got 8 million wires to tell it to have a sensor.
Yeah.
So
Okay, listen up. Sam is a Snap-on fanboy, and that's okay. That's his right to. He loves his Snap-on
and
stuff.
I am too.
He loves walking on the shiny Snap-on truck and saying, "Ooh, put that on my account," but I'll be paying on that for the next 4.5 years. So Sam's gonna come on this channel. I don't know, maybe.
I paid $500 a month for 5 years.
So Sam, maybe next Friday at 9 p.m. Oh no, wait,
Get your butt over.
I may be going live with Caleb. I gotta talk to Caleb, but maybe sometime next week at nighttime. You're gonna bring your Snap-on shit over
and
here.
I'll show you a Snap-on grinder.
And we're going to compare them, and we're just going to see who wins. And I think Sam's going to have to eat some crow.
But I will say, Snap-on is still kick-ass, but not all their tools.
They're not
all
kick-ass, though, Dickie. They're not 1,000% better. A set of wrenches should not cost $1,200.
No.
When you can go get a set of wrenches that will do the job just like those at Harbor Freight for $150.
I'm going to tell you a story. Before I moved to Florida, my friend worked at a plant, and he got sick. He couldn't work there no more. He had a brand new set of Snap-on wrenches. They were 7/16 up to 2-inch, standard for the whole thing. Brand new, never used them. He's a maintenance guy there, so
because there ain't too many standard shit we use anymore. But go ahead. It's all metric now.
That tells you he didn't do too much work there. He's lazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got it, and that's when I was in Niagara Falls, and they had the Snap-on place on Pine Avenue. Their thing right by the pizzeria there across the street. And I told him I had a brand new set, 3/8 to 7/16 to 2-inch. I mean, and I go, how much that worth? He goes, $700. I said, what? I bought it for $300. Not even to resell it, but I use all metric. And I asked that guy, he goes, it's worth $700.
Yeah.
So shit, I went over there and I gave it to him. He gave me that impact I told you about, the 1/2 inch. That was $600, and gave me a little bit of cash. And I was a happy man. But like I say, that impact, piece of crap.
Yeah.
But I mean, for a guy starting out, you get out of college, you just learned, you got a job, you can't afford. If you want to buy every single tool, now let's talk reality. If you want to get Snap-on, you better eat hot dogs the rest of your life. And your wife's gonna divorce you.
All right, let's see.
I mean, you got to look around. I mean, find Danny has some Snap-on, whatever it takes. Make
Hold on, time out. There are certain tools that Snap-on makes that
absolutely
that do.
I'm a Snap-on fan, but there's a limit to it.
There are certain tools that Snap-on makes that are superior to the rest of the marketplace. There ain't too many of them.
Okay.
But there are some. But none of their power tools. Did you guys see the new ratchet Snap-on came out with? Now, these are supposed to be the most innovative mechanic tools out there. They're supposed to be the leaders, right? Did you see that ridiculous ratchet? The fucking shaft on it's this fucking long. All it is another It's their shitty ratchet.
Pipe wrench.
Yeah, it's their shitty ratchet with a fucking extension on it that fucking long. It's so stupid. And guess how much they want for that? They want like $800 for an electric fucking ratchet.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, there's, like I say, there's so much competition out there.
Yeah, Sam, don't take these guys serious. They're just busting your chops.
Yeah. And I'm talking about, okay, we're getting back to the Ford with the long spark plug. So now I got to take it out. So I got a couple good mechanics I know, and I asked them, so they got a tool. This tool screws in, and somebody out there might know what I'm talking about. If they don't, somebody will. It screws in the hole, and then it's got you screw that in, bottom it out. Then it's got another thing with a T-handle. You screw that in, and it stabs the spark plug inside.
Hold on. Sam just said, and Dickie, the 5. What does that say? I'm sorry, you guys. My eyes are getting. The 5.4 Triton spark plugs.
Yes, yes. And you put this fucking in there, and it screws it out because, like I said, the head is that wide, the plug's that wide, so it builds all the carbon and breaks the ceramic off the end. And they like I said, it was a flat rate to go in and get a tune-up for spark plugs at the dealer was $2,500 because sometimes that tool might not work. Then they got to take the heads off, and that was a class action suit. I don't think it ever went to court to where they covered it, but that, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, Snap-on had a tool. My cousin had a garage in Niagara Falls, New York, very successful. He had the Snap-on tool. Well, I'm a motorhead, so I know so many people. I tell them, get the one from Napa. It works the best. Guess what?
The Carlisle one. Carlisle.
I don't.
They're sold at Napa. Carlisle.
It's not called Carlisle.
Carlisle.
But
got good shit
it's
too.
the spark plug. Yes, they do. It's a spark plug break off adapter that will pull it out. That thing, I broke 4 off on that. I got them all out. And I did a couple other jobs, but I will not do another spark plug change on that motor because they don't have enough money to pay me. Because you might have to take the head off, and then it's all double timing gears in the front. It's all variable timing. It's a nightmare to do that. So, but the Napa tool is the tool to do that. Snap-on tool sucks.
What are the superior Snap-on tools? Tell them.
Well, back in the old days, I know they started making the ratchets shittier.
Yeah.
But back in the days, you could get, like, say you're using a ratchet at a really close quarter. You know how, just like, whenever you can use a 6-point wrench on a boat, use it. 12-point can strip easy, so 6-point. But if it's a tight shot and you can't get it to that next thing, you can't use a 6-point.
Yeah.
So same as the ratchets. The ratchets, you could put the socket on, and they are really tight, like minutely move it, and it would lock in. But they did away with that, and you could. It's so close, like it don't matter if it's close. You're going to get enough better than a wrench, and you could put torque on it. But then they changed that, same thing, but it was garbage. You push too hard, you strip the gear.
Did you order a fucking shirt, Sam? Sam said, I got a gift for you when we're on. We on the way? You're coming here right now? Sam, you're not coming to my house right now, are you? What the fuck? I was about ready to get ready to end the stream. We don't got enough people watching to have our Sam Josh showdown Snap-on versus Milwaukee battle. The GM Pittman arm puller, Polar, the best in the world that Snap-on sells is, I don't know what that means there, Sayer, but I'm going to say shitty.
Well, let me tell you something there, young man.
He's not young. He's old like you.
Okay.
He's old and grumpy, just like you.
Cool, I'm grumpy. So, I bought a Pittman arm puller, okay? People, you ask a young kid, what's a Pittman arm puller? What the hell are you talking about? What is it, go in your pit? What's it, do something there? No, it pulls off the Pittman arm off the steering box. And you got to have a good one.
My eyes aren't good right now, guys. Go ahead.
Okay, I had a Lyle one. I bought a Lyle. And it never failed me. And I put it on, you put it on, you tighten the bolt, you got to use the impact, then you got to hit it with a hammer, it'll snap loose. And the best way, if you're going to do that, once you get the Pittman arm off, you ain't getting it off without puller. And then to take the seal out, the best way is you take the C-clip off, then you start the car. And you turn the wheel all the way to the right. The pressure from that will blow that seal out and have a pan down there to catch it. And the seal's out. You don't got to try to get there and dig the seal out. Turn the wheel all the way, bottom and out. The pressure will blow it out. You put it in the thing and you clean it up, put your new seal in, put your new dust cover on.
Maybe Sayer and Dickie should have their own live called Grumpier Old Men.
That's right.
And they can sit there and reminisce about the shitty old days when it used to be a pain in the ass to work. Actually, no. Back in the day, it was easier to work on cars. Trying to
Yeah.
work on cars today is a joke.
Yeah, there's mechanics with these brand new cars out. They don't even know. They got to get a specialist. Trust me. You'd be lucky at a whole dealership if somebody can fix that car, the brand newest car with a serious problem. And if you have an electric car and you go into Mayberry, you're screwed.
Go in the Maybach.
You're screwed. You can go anywhere you want in a screw. Your motor.
He just said if you have an electric car and you go
I
in
ain't
the
touching
Mayberry,
that.
you're
That's
fucked.
I ain't touching that. Some bitch will electrocute me.
Oh, fuck.
We really think about it. Okay, you going in. Okay, we're in.
I don't like electric cars. I like hybrids. I like the concept of hybrids.
Yes, because they charge the battery. Absolutely. But, well, we had a folks that had, they bought a new VW electric and we were going somewhere. We have a camper and we were going somewhere. Oh, we can't come there down to charging stations. My sister and my mother, my two sisters.
You told this story. Yeah, they got lost in like boomfuck Arizona in the middle of the desert with their electric car. Guess what? They didn't make it out.
No, wrong. They had a gas car and they almost ran out of gas at a full tank. If that electric car, they would have fried in there in the desert.
Yep.
Yeah. I ain't putting down electric cars, but it ain't for me.
Sayer had pet dinosaurs back in the days. Josh, I cares where like the old days I would still be turning wrenches. Modern cars is why I left.
Right.
He said he'd still be working on cars, but because of this modern
You
bullshit.
know what? Like I say, I've been working on cars all my life. And the new cars, if they got a issue, I may got a scanner and everything, but you know what? Scanners lie. They lie. They'll say, okay, they give you a code. And if you're not up on it, big time with these newer cars, a scanner is just going to give you a direction.
Yeah.
It might say a gas cap. You know, it's never a gas cap. Evap leak, and need these special tools to find them. And sometimes you'll get a oxygen sensor or that could all be related to another sensor. It ain't getting the right fuel, and they're.
By the way, I think my cousin-in-law is on his way over here right now because he said, I'm on the way, and he hasn't been in the comments since then. So, I don't know what the fuck's about ready to go down or why he's coming over here, but I was going to end the stream like 10 minutes ago. But, Sam, if you're out there, are you coming or not? If you don't answer, that means he's driving his fucking happy ass to my house.
Some bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
But no, you know, we can all talk together.
He is coming. Look at, he's coming right now. You can't come tonight.
And you people, you know what? You can tell us things that you know. We can learn from you.
Yeah, that's why Dickie, listen. Dickie,
you know what?
hold on, let me stop. Dickie loves this going live stuff because he likes talking to people that have done it and that you can bounce ideas off of.
They could tell me something I don't know.
Exactly.
Nobody knows if you know everything, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Well, for instance, my nephew, he got a job at a new job, and he worked at a job with family and everything, but the head boss, Brandon's a young buck, but he's smart, and he had better ideas to do a job, but the boss told Tom, his boss, which is Brandon's father, but he would still stand behind the boss that he don't want to listen to him because Brandon was saying things that made sense, but he wouldn't listen because me growing up working people, I tell a boss something how to do it better. They will not. Back in the day, hell no. When I started out, my first job was union. Okay, we used to put big dust collectors together, big old pipes with like 1,000 nuts and bolts in it. Okay, you had to put the nuts and bolts in, usually 3/8 nut bolt washer nut. You couldn't use a ratchet. You had to use a wrench because the union said it was too fast. So we had hundreds of bolts, put them in by hand, You couldn't use a
Milk
ratchet.
the clock?
Couldn't use a ratchet.
They were forcing you to milk the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. And like back then, like union like breaks, you get a half hour. Some of these
Stay on
dudes,
camera.
some of these dudes, I like to work. I don't do fake labor. I'm a hard worker.
Fake labor.
Fake labor, I call it the lazy fucks. I call it fake labor.
Am I a lazy fake labor fuck?
No.
Okay, there we go.
But these guys at noontime, they'll put a big old, put a cloth down, put all their lunch out like a fucking smorgasbord, put the radio on, you know, and like lazy as fucks.
Yeah. You ever watch a road crew? One guy's watching. I mean, one guy's working, 40 guys are watching the one guy work.
We used to work on jobs and we'd have to go through a wall to put a ductwork or something through it. We couldn't do it. We had to get a laborer. We might wait 2 hours for the labor to come to put a little hole in the wall. We couldn't do it. But them days are over, man. I believe work hard and get paid well.
Yep. All right. We're getting out of here. If Sam does end up coming, God knows what's going to ensue, but we'll go live if he ends up making his goofy ass over here. We'll see. I don't know.
But I would like to hear a lot of comeback about things that shortcuts or whatever you know.
There you go, guys.
Because nobody knows everything.
There you go, guys. He wants to hear your shortcuts and your tricks.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
That's how you learn.
Yep.
I learned my whole life by listening to old timers.
Yep. We'll go live if his cue ball head looking ass shows up here. God knows what's going to happen. All right, guys. We may see you in a little bit. We may
love
not.
you. We love you.
See y'all later.